Daytime baseball from the home of the Phillies since 2004, Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's Phillies baseball on the show next. Aaron Nola gets the starting assignment for the Phillies. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He's strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low 2s, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that get hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
And the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball 1 as we get underway in Philadelphia. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting. Great defense. Good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
And there's one down now. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Josh Harrison do his thing. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. His past line against Aaron Nola, he's gone 2 for 5. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
As a pitcher right there, do not be surprised if he throws the same exact pitch. He was lucky to foul that one off.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Crawford has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting third.
Here's Starling Marte. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Hit to third. Franco has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. Jamison Taillon will be on the mound for the Buccos. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Into right field, that's a base hit.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Lead off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
Here's Carlos Santana now. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. First things first, here's the throw over, and the runner back safely. He's set, and the pitch. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
Runner back safely. The 0-1. Runner goes for second. Pitch outside. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
High in the air out to center field. Marte is under it. He makes the play. Runner tags and hits for third. He thought about third there, but retreats back to second safely. A moment now to check out the hometown Phillies starting lineup. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Well, Matty, if I could tell this lineup one thing, it would be let's get on this guy early. Day game in this ballpark, the sun starts glaring, starts getting later in the day. Those shadows start creeping in right around the time that bullpen starts getting warmed up. Got to find a way to scratch a few across early.
A ball and a strike.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that's through into right field for a base hit. He'll come home with it. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game.
Batting fourth, left fielder.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score. From the belt, kicks and deals. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Polanco. And the inning is over. Phillies turned away their first time around. Up next for the Buccos, Corey Dickerson, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Nola, a native of Louisiana, the Bayou State, who was selected in the first round during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys. Time to take a look at the Philly D. And let's spot shadow outfielder Odubel Herrera. One of the best first steps in the game, able to cover a ton of ground. Speed is definitely this guy's calling card, but do not sleep on the arm.
Ball one to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 home. In the air out toward right field. Altair is there, 2 down. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Gregory Polanco. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding the zone.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Aaron Altair. His batter-pitcher line against Jameson Taillon. He's 1 for 3. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Altair, a native of Germany. He was a 9th-round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And let's take a look at the guy behind the dish, and that's Francisco Cervelli, one of the best ball framers in all our sport, a guy who's going to make his pitcher work for everything today.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Maikel Franco. He drove in his club's only run a night ago.
Nope.
Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Bottom of the second here with no score. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
3-0 now.
Count 3-0.
3-0 pitch. And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Jorge Alfaro.
Here comes the first pitch. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. Franco stands at first with 1 out. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and he really paid the price at second base, but it's a double play, and the inning is over. Down quickly go the Phillies. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. The William Penn statue above City Hall here in Philly as we're set for inning number 3. Here's David Freese to stand in. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Down the 3rd baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Not many guys lay off that pitch.
The 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Batting 8th, catcher Francisco.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Counts even at 1-1 to Cervelli.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Now a curveball's in there. 1-2 now. 3rd inning, no score to this point. Breaking ball called 3rd strike as that catches the zone for out number 2.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
And he gets ahead 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
The 1-1. Fouled away. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Stepping up to the plate, J.P. Crawford as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
J.P. Crawford.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A changeup right on the outside corner for a strike. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
Count is 2-1.
The 2-1 home. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Fastball got him looking as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone.
Batting 9th, pitcher Aaron.
Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Aaron Nola. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. lays off 1-0. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher. This is hit softly to third. And this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out.
Now batting, second baseman, Cesar.
Riding in once again, Cesar Hernandez. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
Line towards center field. Marte is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Josh Harrison stands in. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Digging in to try it again, Adam Frazier. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he takes ball 1. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Starling Marte. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Popped him up. Hernandez is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Ready for another chance? Carlos Santana comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case. Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
The 1-1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Freeze is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Odubel Herrera. He reached on a single in his first try. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. 1 towards second, and this will be put away easily for the out.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour. A ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2. Now the 2-1 is crushed to straightaway center. No doubt about this one. That ball is gone. Rhys Hoskins with a solo shot. 6th home run on the season for him, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
Now batting.
And now Aaron Altair.
Aaron Altair.
As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. One and one to Aaron Altair. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Scorched to third. Fielded by Freeze. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But the Phillies strike first on this solo home run. We're through 4. It's now 1-0 Philadelphia. Digging in for his second at-bat, Corey Dickerson. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a good curveball at the knees. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher. Able to pound the zone with all different options.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
Pereira is there, and he has it for the first out.
The first baseman, number 55.
Josh Bell, the next to hit. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. That's wide. 2-0.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. Striding in, Gregory Polanco. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1. Polanco tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. Down in order go the Pirates. They're down 1. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Micah Franco gets set to start out the inning. First offering on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
This is line to left. Dickerson is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Into the box, Jorge Alfaro. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the 1-0. His fastball taken high for a ball.
No strike.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Up and out over the plate, but a called strike. 2-1. Alfaro in front, 3 balls and a strike. The 3-1. Swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then break.
Hit high and deep out to left. Looking up is Dickerson. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left. Second home run early in the year as the Phillies have taken a 2-0 lead.
Well, he missed the fastball earlier, so the pitcher thought he can't catch up to my heater. Well, he not only caught up to it, he chased it down and tattooed it out of here.
The batter, number 2.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford.
J.P. Crawford.
Line drive to center field. Marte is there. 2 gone.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Aaron Nola. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. And he hung a curveball that time that stayed high. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. A ball and a strike. Hit on the ground out to short. Frazier takes it in. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Nola is off at first with 2 away. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry, so expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
is put in play to the right side of the infield. Scooped up, throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Striding in once again, David Freese. He'll begin things here against Aaron Nola.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Oh, 0-2, here it comes. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Now there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him. Digging in to try it again. Francisco Cervelli. First pitch on its way. This one's down to third. There is Franco. And there's out number 2. Digging in for his second at bat, Jameson Taillon. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Here comes the first pitch. Missed with a slider. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Hey, this guy obviously feels he can move traffic right here. He's taken 2 big swings.
And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They trail it here 2-0. Ready for another shot now. Odubel Herrera will begin things here against Jameson Taillon. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit out towards second. Harrison's got it. And there's 1 away.
Now batting.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Rhys Hoskins comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Boy, this guy right here with that last AD, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner.
Two runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Cervelli corrals it, and he makes the throw to first. Hoskins is retired, 2 down now.
Right fielder.
Ready for another chance? Aaron Altair. Third trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. Swing and a ground ball to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they go down with Josh Harrison stands in. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Line drive snagged on a short hop, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
For the Pirates.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit on the ground is short. Crawford gloves it. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th, as now there are 2 away.
Center fielder number 6.
Digging in once again, Starling Marte. No hits to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball down near the shoe tops. Takes a knee-high fastball. line toward the alley in left center. And that's a base hit. So the perfect game bid ends in the 7th. So he was able to take it into the 7th. But the no-hit bid is going to end here with 2 out in inning number 7.
Boy, and Matty, this is when you start really thinking about a no-hitter. Once you get into the 7th, and it's hard not to look past getting through that last out. But D-Row, it just wasn't meant to be here with 2 outs in the 7th.
No, he's pitched a heck of a game, without question. You can't deny that. But this offense is going to stay on the attack. We'll see if this manager turns it over to the bullpen or allow.
Taken high and deep to right. Altair racing back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Tyler Glasnow gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Ready once again, Maikel Franco. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jorge Alfaro. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Strike 2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And that one just missed outside.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
The 1-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. Cervelli recovers. And he makes the throw to first. Alfaro is retired. 2 down now.
Batter number 2, shortstop.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, J.P. Crawford. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And that misses for ball 1. And that's too high, ball 2. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Phillies shortstop in front in the count, 3-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line drive to left. Dickerson will get there, and he puts it away to retire. Digging in the switch hitter, Josh Bell. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Fastball right over the outside corner.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Up next,
standing in, Gregory Polanco. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Polanco.
One out, nobody on. 1-1. The 1-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Crawford over to his right, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting.
Here's David Freese to stand in. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. 2 out, nobody on. hit the other way out toward right field. Hernandez is there for it, and that ends the inning. He's through. And Clint Hurdle's out to have a conference at home plate, so it appears we'll see a double switch here. Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Aaron Nola. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Up next will be Nick Williams, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. Williams, a native Texan. This is his second year as a major leaguer. Here it comes, 1-0. A high fastball is in there. So 1-1. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. Swing, and oh my, hit him with the high. Out of here into the visitors bullpen. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and the Phillies open up a 3-0 lead. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Roll, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Santana.
He's set. Here it comes. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Como va. It's a solo home run for Carlos Santana. 6th home run on the season for him, as the Phillies have opened things up now 4-0.
Well, he turns on this thing and drives it out, extending the lead here to 4 in the bottom of the 8th. I wouldn't be surprised if that keeps the closer in the bullpen for now. No need to bring him in a non-save situation. Let him relax unless something happens at the top of the 9th that warrants getting him up.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw gets him, 2 down. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A fastball that finds the outside corner. With this one almost in books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that...
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We've played 8 full. It's the Phillies 4 and the Pirates nothing. Edobre Ramos comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Missed with a breaking ball.
The count is 2-1.
Popped up. Santana is calling for it. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Hey, that's a heck of an approach right there. Leadoff single in the late innings. Team's down a little bit. Let's see if this ends up being a huge turning point in this one.
In there, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a liner. But they'll just get the one out here as the runner will get back safely at first. Josh Harrison stands in. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Fouled off. Cervelli, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
And that's through for his first base hit in this one. Scott Kingery is going to come in now and take over following the injury.
Number 4.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Runners are at second and third with one down. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Herrera's there. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. Notch one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Now batting.
Here's Starling Marte. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. Hector Neris gets the call here as he'll try and look for 1 out to finish this thing off. First delivery to him on the way. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Neris rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Throw on to first, he'll take care of him, and the Phillies are back in the win column again as they take game 3 of the series, and the ball game is over.
Well, he didn't even break a sweat in this one. 3 pitches, he gets the out, and heads to the clubhouse to celebrate. Can't do much better than that.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. The Philadelphia Phillies get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Aaron
Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Looking first at the NL East, the Philadelphia Phillies swatted 4 home runs in this one as they sank the visiting Buccos 4-1. The Braves had lost their previous 8 games but put a halt to that as they got the best of the visiting Mets 2-1. Lorenzo Cain launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total as the Brewers got the best of Miami 8-5. The Los Angeles Dodgers put together 10 total hits as they bested the visiting Nats 4-3. Paul DeJong grabbed 3 runs driven in, helping lead the Cards past Cincinnati 9-3. It was their 5th straight victory. The Diamondbacks bested the visiting Padres 5-2. The
from the city of brotherly love. MLB The Show has baseball from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Jake Arrieta, a Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
First pitch on its way. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike 1. Dan, D-Row, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, have got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, definitely watch out for Corey Dickerson. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat, well, they just go.
Center fielder number 6, Starling.
Arrieta into the windup. Here's the first pitch. Looks at a two-seamer right down the middle.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the...
And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. We're back in Philadelphia right after this. Trevor Williams, a California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, this series has been a little bit of back and forth, dropping the first one, finding a way to battle back, and then dropping the third one in this 4-game set. Let's see if they can find a way to tie this rubber game.
You know, D-Row, this is one of those, if you could win Game 4 of this series and walk away with a split, you almost feel like you won this series. This is a big one here today.
With that, a look at the Phillies batting order in this one. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
Ready on 1 and 2. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. And that one got a piece of him.
Well, this home crowd didn't like this guy on the mound before, but now they really don't like him. He's gotten the faithful all worked up by hitting one of their best hitters early on in this game. And you can bet he's really going to hear it if he comes around to score.
Stepping in now, Odubel Herrera, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. His previous history with Trevor Williams, he's 1 for 3. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Hitting guys back to back? Umpires don't have much patience for that kind of thing, whether it's intentional or not, and neither does the team that's getting plunked.
Into the box now, Rhys Hoskins, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. 0-1 count and the pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Fastball is looked at for strike two. Santana over at second. Pereira was over at first with one away. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone. And that one had some extra distance. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And the Phillies open up a 3-0 lead.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
Coming to the plate now, Aaron Altair. And he's a guy who's been absolutely terrific over the last couple of series. Really swinging it well. Hit on the ground out to short. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
Batting fifth.
Settling in now, Scott Kingery, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Behind 0-2 now. Little dribbler down the line. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Another 0-2 home. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Leading off the inning, Corey Dickerson. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 1-1. And he fouls this one off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Again, he sends it out of play. Hit down the third base line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Drilled on the ground to short. Crawford fields it cleanly. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at first baseman Carlos Santana. Originally came up from the minors as a catcher. Also has dabbled at DH. But don't get it twisted. This guy can handle first base as well with soft hands and big-time power at the plate.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Hoskins is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Batting sixth. Right fielder.
Now batting, Gregory Polanco. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Polanco, or El Cafe as he's sometimes referred to. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Liner toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
You know, Dero, it's not always easy to hit in the day games. First 5 hitters, 5 up, 5 down. 6-hole hitter, though. He must have gotten a good night's sleep last night.
That's exactly where I was going, Dan. First 5 guys in the order looked like they were still asleep rolling out of bed. Those day games will creep up on you. 6-hole guy was locked and loaded.
He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Count now a ball and a strike. Here it comes on 1-1. 1-2 now. Polanco, runner at first with 2 gone. And he's able to fight this one off, foul to the right, and the count will hold at 1-2.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Pirates digging in now for Philadelphia. Jorge Alfaro comes in with a 6-game hitting streak to his credit, so he'll look to keep that rolling in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Marte patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And let's focus our attention on Josh Harrison. Basically your Swiss Army knife for a manager. The ability to play up the middle, premium positions, also both corners, and carries a nice bat to boot.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a fastball low, and he's behind 2-0. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Jake Arrieta. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a bunt attempt here. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Now batting.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Cesar Hernandez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the belt, the pitch. Hit down the line at first. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. He'll get it into second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
The first baseman, number 41.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carlos Santana. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First delivery to him on the way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Dickerson's there. And the inning is over. The city's founder, William Penn, seen there at Top City Hall here in Philadelphia as we welcome you back to baseball on the show. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he fights him off here to foul this one over toward the right side, and it'll remain 0-2. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting ninth.
Up next for the Buccos, Trevor Williams. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Hoskins is there. 2 down. Josh Harrison stands in, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Just caught the inside corner with a sinker. Looking at his career totals, Harrison is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. Behind 0-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. And maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, You can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Up next for Philadelphia.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He hit a big 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance. First pitch on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat it. He's had a rough couple innings. He's going to have to find a way, whether it be mechanically or mentally, to be able to stay in this game.
In there, and it's even at 1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance? Aaron Altair, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. Line drive to center field. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Hey, Dero, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that'll bring in Adam Frazier. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Here's the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Adam Frazier goes quietly leading off the 4th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Grounder down the line at 3rd. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time. Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
And it looks like a no from the bench, so they will not challenge the play, and the call will stand with the runner safe at first base. In now, Corey Dickerson, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. A ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is a sinker that misses for a ball.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at-bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
Marte, base runner at first with 1 out. Back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. Long throw to 3rd. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
I think the whole ballpark knew he was going to go with the sinker right there to induce the double play. The only problem is he can't guarantee it's going to be hit right at one of his infielders. Tough luck.
Josh Bell the next to hit, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. And he just misses with a curveball.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Right fielder.
Here's Gregory Polanco, and they're runners at the corners now. And this is taken outside for ball 1. No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error in the contest for the Pirates so far. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
Throw on to first is in time, and that snuffs out the Bucco rally as the... Digging in, Jorge Alfaro hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. First offering on its way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
Over to first is Freese, and there's 1 out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
Digging in to try it again, J.P. Crawford. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled away. 4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Line toward right center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Now batting, second baseman.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Cesar Hernandez. 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit. Back up the middle. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. Now a 5-0 lead. Striding in once again, Carlos Santana trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. And he'll dive back in. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Popped up. Back behind second. And now Harrison will look this one in to retire this. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, David Freese. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Hey, so far it's been easy pickings for this pitcher. He's gone through this lineup almost unscathed. But right there, leadoff single. Middle part of the game. Let's see if he makes an adjustment before they do.
No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the second strike. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Count remains at 0-2. Freese gets his lead at first, nobody out. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. The 1-2 is taken for a ball as that slider broke off the plate.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
And now it's the Pirates pitcher, Trevor Williams. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Arrieta is there, and he makes the catch for the out. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Josh Harrison. He's gone down on strikes twice already in this one. And Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any extra motivation to punch him out again?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, Matt. When you have a good hitter like this and you punched him out twice already, you just want to continue to go out there and make good pitches and see if you can't dominate him for a third time.
First offering on its way. There's a strike.
0-1.
Arrieta sets. Here's the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to short. Crawford has it, and the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Pirates strand a couple. They can't chip. So next to the plate for the Phils, Odubel Herrera. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Odubel
And no swing, apparently. Ball one. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
Play ball.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Pittsburgh, number 43, Stephen Brook.
Ready once again, Starling Marte. A hit in 2 tries so far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Left fielder.
Digging in and looking for more, Corey Dickerson. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Chasing after it is Herrera. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Digging in once again, Josh Bell. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now here it comes. Little flare out to left, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So the 2-out success means Gregory Polanco bats this inning.
Hey, there's a case of a jam sandwich right there. Not that bad of a pitch, but he's able to just be strong enough to loop that one into left field.
Dan, sometimes a jam sandwich tastes much better than a rocket right at somebody.
This is on the ground over to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Ready for another shot now, Jake Arrieta. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to left. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit.
Hernandez.
Here's David Freese to stand in. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And he lays off for ball one. The 1-1 home. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. The 1-2. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run.
Well, his first home run of the season is a memorable one. As we take a look at it here, you can see that it was 50-50 if it was going to stay fair. But somehow he wills it just enough until clank, it hits off the foul pole for a homer.
Elias Diaz is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. A fastball right over the outside corner. Base is empty here with nobody out. Way outside. 1-2. Now another 1-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Francisco Cervelli will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 29, Francisco Cervelli.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. He's got that average up over 340 now. 3 homers and 7 driven in. Counts even at 1-1 to Cervelli. Hit on the ground to third. Kingery fields it cleanly. And he's safe.
Now batting.
So the Pirates' batting order turns over and set to go. Josh Harrison, 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. 0-1 the count. Cervelli leads off first with 1 away. A 1-1 count to the Pirates' leadoff hitter.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
On to first as they get the... Tyler Glasnow enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Tyler Glasnow.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins.
Play ball. That's good.
Pinch hitting for the pitcher, Arrieta. Number 5, Williams. Now pitching for the Phillies. Number 57, Luis Garcia.
4-4. Take the bait. 3. Can't hit him. He's got 4.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are 2 different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of...
Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. In the National League Central, the Braves allowed only 5 hits in the game as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 2-1. The Miami Marlins racked up 11 hits as a team as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chevette.